So, hello, and here we are back. As you can tell, I'm at the moment playing a lot of computer games because I've really gotten into this idea of visual novels, and I've got one lined up, which I am not going to spoil for you, and I've just finished Scarlet Hollow chapters 1 through 4. But today I'm going to play something different. I'm going to play a Nancy Drew game. Why am I playing a Nancy Drew game? Well, I didn't really know who I had never... Nancy Drew isn't a thing in Germany, at least she wasn't when I was a kid. And I first heard the name Nancy Drew in Buffy the Vampire Slayer because somebody referred to her as Nancy Drew. It might have been Spike. But I never really paid that much attention when we watched Buffy. That was at the end of the 90s. We didn't have any internet. There were no smartphones. We only had dial-up connection. So you couldn't just sit there and just Google while you are watching a series on the TV to see what is that reference. And then I found out that there are Nancy Drew games because Gab Smolders played one, and I watched or tried to watch it. And I was like, oh my God, this is terrible, because for some reason I thought it wasn't really voice acted. It sounded more like text to speech. But a friend of mine actually said, do you know my partner in crime? She said, well, basically, I've got a couple of those and they're actually quite good. And recently, only last week, so that's the first week of the new year, I watched one of those Nancy Drew games on Gab Smolders' channel. I was like, oh, this is actually voice acted. I don't even know why I thought this was text to speech. And so I basically went on Steam, and they had bundles on sale. At the moment, those bundles are now quite expensive again, but I got bundles for 50% off. So I paid 20 something euros for 5 games. Now this is the spooky bundle, and I'm going to play them in chronological order. So this is a new game, and we're going to start now.
It's Nancy Drew. Welcome to my latest cyber mystery, Message in a Haunted Mansion. Choose your difficulty level to start off. If you're new to adventure games, you might want to click on the tutorial button to learn how to play the game.
So we're going to go with Junior Detective.
Dear Bess, hello from stormy San Francisco. This time I'm staying in a beautiful Victorian mansion. You'd love the room I'm in. It's full of old Chinese furnishings and some interesting knickknacks. The owner of the house, Rose Green, is a friend of Hannah and asked me to come out and help her with some renovation work. She and her friend Abby hope to turn the place into a bed and breakfast by next month. But from what I gathered, Rose isn't sure if she can open in time. Ever since they started the renovations, they've had a lot of accidents. Could it be just bad luck, or is there something more sinister at work? I'm sure I'll find out. Love, Nancy.
Oh, very nice. Daughters of Diligence earn the gold of 9 dragons. Okay, so here's a clock. We don't want to do anything with it. We'll cancel and leave. Very nice. Let's see if we can change the setup a little, because The music is terribly
Listen,
loud.
my child, to this story of dreams, and know that the beginning is more difficult than it seems. When the 10 Listen, my child, to this story of dreams, and know that the beginning is more difficult than it seems. When the 10 daughters are reunited in order, when the 4-sided box loses its border, when the eye of the phoenix is in your hand, when the bird of fire can see again, when the moon sleeps and the sun plays, the king of the sky will shine his ray, and hidden beneath a river of colors will lie a gate to golden wonders.
Okay, so first of all, we're going to start taking notes. We've got child. We've got beginning. We've got daughters. We've got 4. We've got eye, fire, moon, king, river, and golden. Okay.
It's stuck.
Is this a dumb waiter? Yeah.
The rope is cut.
Okay. It's interesting.
Hello, Nancy. I'm very glad you could come out here. We can really use your help, seeing how far we are behind schedule. Are you all ready to do some renovation work?
I sure am. This house must have quite a history. What do you know about it?
Not very much, but Abby found some interesting old papers that might give us clues about the history of the house. They're in the parlor if you want to take a peek. There's also an old-time saloon in the basement, so it's possible the house was once a hotel.
A saloon? This place really does have a history. Who was the original owner?
Almost all the records on these old houses were destroyed in the Great Earthquake, so we don't know much about the origins of the place. Abby thinks all our accidents were caused by some restless spirit or a curse. I'm not one to believe in bad luck, but it's been one thing after another. Maybe Charlie doesn't have the expertise for these renovations, but his rates are so affordable. I sometimes wonder, though, if this old house would be worth more burned to the ground. Enough chit-chat. Hannah tells me you're a real pro with puzzles. Take a look in the corner. Those wood tiles should fit inside the inlay pattern of the floor. Abby and I tried for hours, but it's just too complicated. I'm sorry for not introducing you around, but everyone posts their schedule here in the dining room. It's kind of like Command Central. Let me know how far you get with that puzzle. And thanks again for helping us, Nancy.
Okay. Now this is really driving me crazy already. I mean, this is where I'm like, you know, please just let it slip into place, because I'm sorry, I mean, like so. Yeah, this matches with the wood grain, because apparently we also have to pay attention to the wood grain.
I did it!
Yay!
How's that inlay puzzle coming along?
I finished it!
Wonderful! But now I've got something else for you. I set up a ladder upstairs so you can chip off the broken tiles on the hallway ceiling. You'll need to look around for a chisel or paint scraper for the job. I'm not sure where Charlie keeps them.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, so this is the command central thingy. So Louis will be here from noon to 5 p.m. Charlie from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Abby out from 3 to 6. Okay. Dear Miss Green, I have amended your fire insurance policy per your instructions. The property located at 4653 California Lane, San Francisco, California, is now insured for the sum of $1 million against fire or earthquake damage. The policy lists you as the sole benefactor. We thank you for your patronage. Please feel free to contact me if you have any further questions. Asian Pacific Fire Insurance Company. Okay. Okay. Good to know. I would like to leave. Okay. There's paint, but we're looking for kind of like a scraper. Ah, here we are. Brilliant. paintings. So let's go upstairs. What is this? Okay. This is not really good looking. Kinda sorta. Ah, okay. Let's not. So we need to go upstairs, which would be this, because there is... Ah, this is where we're supposed to go, right? Oh dear, water damage.
I need a paint scraper.
I've got one. Oh, look.
It's locked.
We have a key.
It's locked.
Okay, that's interesting. So... Okay, we are done. I'd like to go downstairs, please. And we're gonna go this way. Okay. Okay. We want to go this way. And we report back to Abigail that we have finished. Hi, Abs.
How are the tiles coming along?
I'm all finished, but you should know what I found.
I'm sure it's very interesting, but unless it's really important, I've got other things to worry about. Let's see. If you're any good at fixing things, there's a dumbwaiter in the hallway that's not working.
Yeah, and I know
I
why.
can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Goodbye. Hello.
Oh, okay.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Bye, Nancy.
Mm-hmm. The basement. Oh, that's the saloon, isn't it?
Hi, you must be Nancy. My name's Charlie.
Nice to meet you. Rose and Abby really have their hands full with this house.
Yeah, most of these Victorian mansions need a lot of work, but I don't mind getting my hands dirty, you know? This place will look great once it's finished.
I can see that. But what do you like to do when you're not renovating Victorian mansions? Any hobbies?
Well, I'm taking classes at the local community college. I really like history. That's why it's neat to live. I mean, work here, because everything is so old. It's got real character.
What do you know about the history of this house?
Not much. Lewis told me it was built in the 1880s and that it survived the 1906 earthquake.
Who's Lewis?
He's an antique dealer, I think. I guess he does consulting work for Rose, like on Victorian furnishings and stuff.
Do you have any idea why there's been so many accidents on this project?
I have no idea. People are blaming me, but it's not my fault. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do this work. Listen, Nancy, I really need to get back to work. I'm repairing some floorboards, so be careful walking around. Rose was looking for you earlier. Maybe she has something for you to do. See ya.
It's stuck.
Minty Festival Punch. This seasonal beverage is a surefire winner on cold, snowy nights. 9 cups of water, 18 ounces of cranberry juice, 15 oranges quartered, 14 ounces of lime juice, 6 tablespoons of sugar, 9 sprigs of mint. Combine and heat ingredients in a large pot. Serve warm, 24 servings. Ginger Whisper. Great for parties. 5 teaspoons of ginger of ground ginger, 19 cups of water, 12 ounces of soda water, 9 bottles of ginger ale, 6 cups of lemon juice. Makes 20 servings. Well, nothing else. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We were going to check out the dumbwaiter.
The rope is cut.
Mm-hmm. So oh, that's the basement. That's where we've already been. We can't go to the left. Can't go here. We can go here, and that goes up. Okay, now.
Hello, Nancy. I see you've arrived safely from your long journey. But I'm sensing an aura of danger around you. I can tell you're an inquisitive type, a little skeptical, and that you don't believe in ghosts.
And who are you? And you do? No. How do you know? And you do?
And you do?
I sense a very strong but restless spirit within these walls, and a restless spirit can soon become an angry spirit.
Who could this restless spirit be?
I'm not sure, but for some reason the name Valdez has a strong connection with this mansion.
Do you have any more information on Mr. Valdez?
Now, if you will please excuse me, I need to prepare myself for this evening. At that time, more will be revealed.
This is the Om person? No, that's the Om person. We can go this way, and if we turn around, then there is this door. Okay, moving is really tricky in this game. Oh, that's where we did the thing. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. I want to check out this thing. Okay, so guess there's nothing here. So we can't go any more upstairs. So the rope has been cut. So what are we supposed to do now? I mean, there's nothing we can do here.
Whoops.
You did what?
I unhooked the chandelier and it crashed to the floor.
I can't believe it.
No wonder Rose asked you to leave.
I don't know what got into me.
Sounds like you really goofed up.
Just don't vandalize the next house you stay in, okay?
Especially if it's ours.
Okay, let's go for a second chance. Okay. Oh God. I don't think we've been in here. Well, they could do some cleaning. I think the dumbwaiter is much less important than getting rid of these cobwebs. I mean, this is supposed to be a hotel. Or B&B at least. Book. Subterranean San Francisco. Lantern Press. Exploring the labyrinth below. Few people know the fascinating world below the streets of San Francisco. And yet a myriad of strange and mysterious sights lie in wait in the subterranean darkness, only to be uncovered by the intrepid urban explorer. Over the past 20 years of city spelunking, I have found old mines, abandoned utility tunnels, secret rooms, and many old wells and cisterns. Careful attention must be paid when searching these lost areas to avoid accidents. A good light source, building plans, and hard hat are a must. San Francisco has gone through many changes over its 400-year history. The continual cycle of building, disaster, and rebuilding has created an intricate vertical record of urban development. Well, yeah, I can imagine that that's interesting. Can we actually... Is there more to it? No, it's just this. It was written by... someone. Doesn't say. Book. Book. No. Oh, library. Book.
It's stuck.
Oh,
It's stuck.
can I have one of these? No. Shame. The Theory of Music, Level 1. The staff is made up of 5 lines and 4 spaces. Note reading. Musical notes are named after the first 7 letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A clef is a musical symbol placed at the beginning of the staff that determines the letter names of the lines and spaces. There are 2 main types of clefs, treble clef and bass clef. The clef you will see on your music will depend on what type of instrument you are playing. Okay. Okay, it's always the same book. Anything up here? No. Sad. Nothing over here either. Oh, boxes! No, can't go there. Cry. Turn more. Oh, there's a guy. Oops! Okay, there's somebody sitting there. It's like, oh, who are
Hello.
you?
I was so wrapped up in my book, I didn't hear you come in. My name is Lewis Chandler.
Okay, so this guy must be super wrapped up in his reading if he doesn't hear me come in and talk to myself, take out a book, read from it, play around in the fireplace.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Nancy Drew. Are you a friend of Rose?
Yes, I'd like to think so, but I'm an antique dealer and a client told me that Rose and Abby had recently acquired the estate. I'm an authority on the Victorian era, so they were only too happy to let me use the library in exchange for my advice on the renovations.
So essentially he's using the library. So these books are somehow rare if they're only available here. It's weird, isn't it?
You must know a lot about the house's history.
Actually, I'm a bit in the dark about this particular property. However, as far as Victorian mansions go, I don't see anything remarkable about this one.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to know what he's using the library for.
What are you using the library for?
Research. This library contains many rare books and documents that predate the Great Earthquake. It was quite a find for a student of the Victorian period, such as myself.
What are you looking for in these books?
I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment, and although I'd like to talk, I really don't have the time. Please, excuse me.
Excuse me? I mean, sorry, you could at least have answered that question. You are very rude. Books. Woo. Firebird by Edmond Dulac. Edmond Dulac, the Phoenix. Also known as... Okay, we've seen a Firebird mosaic or something in the big hall where the chandelier is. We've also replaced those little tiles in the whatever room that is where Abby is, which also forms a phoenix. Also known as the firebird, this mythical giant bird occurs in legends of many cultures, including Chinese, Arabic, and American Indian. Every 500 years, the bird builds a great nest and sets it on fire to rise forth from the ashes. Yep. Books. Books. There's something behind this book. Okay, what is it? What is it? It's a tile, isn't it? Well, okay. Book. A history of the piano. Upright player piano. By the 14th century, keyboards contained all of the naturals or white note keys. As early as 1361, examples with the familiar key composition found in modern pianos were depicted in the visual arts. Okay, it's going to come in handy. Her name is Melody McCarr. Okay. More books. Books. Game. Oh, Mahjong.
When the four-sided box loses its border,
Legends of San Francisco, the city's most influential personalities. Applegate Lizzie, well loved by San Franciscans both from her cultural and humanitarian contributions. Lizzie Applegate was a talented actress and songwriter who began her career entertaining miners at local gold camps. In 1880, Lizzie wrote and starred in the tremendously successful play The Bandit's Treasure, whose cast included Norma Dentfin, Lenore Scost, and Pam Doree. I wonder if this is a thing. This initial success was followed by a string of other hits, including The Riddle of the Chinese Box, The Fire in the Phoenix Eye, Again the Phoenix, and Rainbow's Gold. Okay. Okay. She probably is haunting this house. Okay. Silhouettes.
It's good to know it's here. It's good to know it's here.
Mm-hmm. What time is it? 2:45. Okay, let's go back in here because let's take a look at the roster. Charlie will be here until 5, so after 5 we could go to the saloon in the basement and do some snooping because obviously at the moment he's in our way. Abby will be leaving in 15 minutes, so at that time we should be able to take a look at the papers on the table.
Hello.
How do you know Louis?
How do you know Louis?
He stopped by one day to introduce himself. He seemed awfully curious about our property, but he's an antique dealer specializing in the Victorian period. He's been extremely helpful advising us on authentic decor.
Okay. Now, does anybody else find it weird that people just suddenly appear at her doorstep? I mean, Charlie just kind of showed up. Louis just kind of showed up.
How did you find Charlie?
He just showed up one day. It was really odd. I remember Abby and I were in the basement talking about hiring someone to help us. 20 minutes later, the doorbell rang and there stood Charlie, looking for work.
I find that really weird. Seriously. Okay, now, did Abby just show up?
How did you meet Abby?
She was the drama coach back in River Heights, and we worked on a couple of plays together. My bid on this house was too low, so she pitched in her savings to help me get the place. If it weren't for Abby, I couldn't have afforded this place.
Okay. Okay. Is Abby the person upstairs doing the om?
Have you heard of someone named Lizzie Applegate?
No, I haven't.
What is Abby planning for tonight?
She's putting on some kind of seance tonight to contact these ghosts or whatever she thinks is causing all of these accidents.
Okay.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Bye, Nancy.
Okay. So then Abby is... That's not... So who is she then? Okay, so we will just... What time is it now? 4:30. 3:30. Okay, so... We will go to the basement because now Louis should be gone. Not Louis, what's his name? Charlie should be gone. He's still here.
Hey, Nancy. I really need to finish this up.
You should be
Sorry.
gone.
I should wait until he leaves.
You should have left by now. He should have left by now. California Theatre. Scandal, horror, outrage. Citing the increased popularity of stage revues and decreased charitable contributions, the Ladies Protection Society has announced a shocking new strategy for raising much-needed funds for the benefit of widows and orphans in our region. No longer will the good ladies of our society hold garden parties, afternoon teas, or cakewalks to solicit contributions. Instead, these proper wives, daughters, and mothers will act on stage like common troubadours in several popular plays in order to raise money for their good works. As decent gentlemen, we should not allow the fair sex to denigrate themselves to this level of vulgarity. Women belong in the home, not upon the stage. Editor. Yeah. Yeah. No comment.
It's stuck.
Hello.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
It's good to know it's here.
Hello.
Where did Abby find those papers that are in the parlor?
She told me they were in her room, which surprised me since it was completely empty when we moved in. Now, the room you're staying in was crammed with furniture. I think most of it was original with the house.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
So long.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's stuck. It's locked. won't fit. It won't fit. When the four-sided box loses its border, it's stuck. Morning, Nancy.
The spirits wish to speak to you, Nancy. Tonight, I will channel their energies to deliver a message. Meet me down in the basement, if you dare. Please sit down.
We really don't have time for this.
Let us begin. We are gathered here tonight to contact the shades of those who have passed before us. Gaze into the crystal ball. It will answer all of our questions. What's that?
Who has called me forth from the great beyond?
We have. Are you the spirit known as Valdez?
I was once called that in the world of the living.
Are you the spirit who has caused these accidents?
I have come back searching for her, my wife. Where can she be?
The spirits have spoken. The seance is over.
We've got a busy day tomorrow, and no more time for these games, Abby. And make sure you blow out the candles on your way up. I don't want to wake up and find the house on fire.
Morning, Nancy. It's locked.
Hello.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
So long.
Hey Nancy, I see you survived Abby's seance. Man, that Valdez guy sure sounded creepy.
I guess. Were you down here then? I don't remember seeing you.
Rose told me all about it. So how are things coming along? Anything I can help you out with?
What is that small closet in the hallway for?
You mean the dumbwaiter? It's like a mini elevator. It's broken right now. The elevator is stuck between the two floors and the pulley ropes are cut.
Have you seen the poem in the Chinese room?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. It almost sounds like there's a hidden message in there, you know?
Can you tell me more about the accidents?
I'd really rather not talk about that right now.
How do you like working for Abby?
She's not bad. She can be a little weird. I think she gets on Rose's nerves sometimes.
What do you mean?
She always does a disappearing act whenever Rose needs her to do some work. And I think Rose is sort of hatty, you know?
Abby thinks the house is haunted. Do you?
I'm not sure. Let's just say I wouldn't rule it out. But that's Abby's department, not mine.
I'll let you get back to your renovation.
Hasta la pasta.
I should wait until he leaves. It's stuck. It's stuck. The rope is cut. The rope is cut. When the eye of the phoenix is in your hand,
Hello.
Does Charlie live around here?
He told me he just moved here from Iowa, but doesn't have a place of his own yet. He said he's staying with friends.
Okay. I find it really weird that suddenly everybody seems to be appearing out of nowhere.
Do you think Charlie is responsible for these accidents?
Abby thinks he is, but I'm not sure. I really trust in him, and I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
So long.
Okay, so we've managed the dumbwaiter. We've now opened a secret compartment in the library, a secret door in the library. That's like totally cool. We've also found the child, the 4, the eye. Let's see, is there any change to this? No. Yeah, and the seance was kind of cool as well. But I'm not quite clear on what to do next. But what we can do is we can give someone a ring. Let's check if there is anything here that we may have overlooked. One, 5, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 3, 7, 3, 9.
Drew residence, Hannah Groon speaking.
Hi, Hannah.
Nancy, how are you? And how's Rose?
Fine, but I didn't realize she was so young. How did you meet her?
Doesn't she look great? You'd never think she was a day over 50. I met Rose at the River Heights Community Theater after she retired from the school district, don't you remember? Abby was working with us too. Have you met Abby yet?
Yes, she thinks the house is haunted.
Abby has always been a little dramatic, but Rose tells me she really believes in that spiritualism stuff. A waste of time, if you ask me.
Rose mentioned some accidents she's been having. What do you know about them?
She doesn't say much, but I know they've become worse and worse. That's one of the reasons why I asked you to visit her, to see if everything is all right.
Do you suspect there's something more to these accidents?
I don't know. Rose is under a lot of pressure to open that bread and breakfast on time, and I'm worried that it may be too much for her.
When is she planning to open it?
In a month or two. Rose spent her entire life savings on the house. If this doesn't work out, she won't have 30 more years to earn the money back. Well, I should let you get back to your renovation work. Thank you for calling. There's probably no reason for concern. But be on the lookout for anything unusual. Goodbye, dear.
Let's call Emily. 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 6, 7.
This is Emily.
Hi, Emily. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew? I haven't heard from you in ages. How's Hannah in River Heights? You're not in San Francisco, are you, my dear?
Actually, I am. I'm helping one of Hannah's friends, Rose Green, renovate this wonderful old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast.
Seems to be the trend these days. I'll bet you're staying in the Haight-Ashbury district.
The address is 4653 California Lane. Is that anywhere near there?
No, I think you're in the Heights. The Haight has many Victorians that have been restored, and a lot of them have been converted into bed and breakfasts. You know, you're lucky you caught me at home. I've been traveling most of these days, but after that crazy tour of Egypt. By the way, riding a camel is not as easy as it looks. My editor gave me an assignment right here in town. It'll be on the Dragons of San Francisco.
Dragons of San Francisco sounds exotic. What kind of dragons are you researching?
Chinese dragons. My editor thought this would make a great topic for a photo essay. The dragon is a very important symbol in Chinese culture.
Why is that?
Well, the dragon is the only mythical creature in the Chinese zodiac, and it represents strength and prosperity. A golden dragon is considered very lucky because gold represents wealth.
The room where I'm staying in has a couple of dragons in it.
Oh, sure. Many of the Victorians have rooms with themes, usually colors or cultures. I once spent a night in a Victorian where each room had a bird theme. Don't laugh, but I stayed in the nuthatch room.
You're kidding. Why do they call these mansions Victorians?
They're named after Queen Victoria, who pretty much defined high society in the late 1800s. After the gold rush, San Francisco had a building boom, but most of the great Victorian mansions weren't built until the late 1800s. Nowadays, it's very popular to convert them into bed and breakfasts.
Were many of these mansions destroyed by earthquakes?
Oh, yes. Many of the early Victorians were destroyed in the fires after the Great Earthquake in 1906. It's often quite difficult to find out about a house's history before that time. Oh dear, am I talking too much? I get so distracted at times I tend to get carried away a bit. So how are you, Nancy? Why did you call? Is there anything I can help you out with?
Have you heard of an antique dealer named Louis Chandler?
Nope, never heard of him.
Have you heard of an actress, Lizzie Applegate?
Oh, sure. She was a good friend of Lotta Crabtree, another popular actress in the late 1800s. As I recall, she opened up a big hotel. What was it called? The Hotel Mandrake or the Oriental? I forget.
Was it in this neighborhood? Is it still around?
Oh no, this one was downtown. It was very big, but I think it burned down.
Can you tell me about the Chinese writing system? I seem to come across a lot of Chinese symbols.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. The Chinese have been an important part of San Francisco history for over 100 years. The symbols are called Hanzi, and each one represents a particular thing, or an idea, or an action. You find them all over on business cards, takeout cartons, artwork.
Do you know anything about Valdez?
I don't think so.
I found some old papers in the house, plus a page from a phone directory dated 1894.
Ooh, that sounds valuable. It's hard to find old documents like that before 1906.
Have you ever come across hidden rooms in Victorian mansions?
No, but I've read that many houses were only partially rebuilt after the Great Earthquake, closing off damaged rooms from the rest of the house.
I should get going. Goodbye, Emily.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Whoever Bess is, we're gonna give her a ring.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. George is here. Let me put her on the speakerphone.
Nancy?
Hi, George.
Hey, what's up?
I'm in San Francisco, helping a friend of Hannah's renovate an old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast. Unfortunately, some strange accidents have delayed the project.
Uh-oh.
Well, get this. One of the owners, Abby, thinks the place is haunted by a ghost named Valdez.
A ghost? Well, I'm glad I'm not out there.
Sounds like another case is in the works.
So tell us more about what's been going on.
Do you know anything about the house's history?
I found a hidden passageway in the library.
Really?
Now you can spy on people.
Yeah, and see who's reading what.
Or get a good look at the resident ghost.
I met the resident handyman, Charlie. He's pretty young, and I don't think he has much experience.
Maybe he doesn't charge very much, so he's probably a good bargain for Rose.
Or maybe he's just cute.
Bess, is that all you can think about?
No.
Rose is really lucky. This antique dealer, Louis Chandler, is helping her out, although he doesn't know very much about the house's history.
That makes sense. If the house was built before 1906, most of its records were probably destroyed in the earthquake.
But wouldn't he know at least something about it if he's some kind of expert on old things?
I'm sure he knows a lot about old stuff, just not architecture or houses.
Abby hosted a seance and contacted the spirit who's haunting the house.
Did you actually see the ghost?
Yeah, right. I'm sure it was some kind of trick.
Abby sounds suspicious.
Yeah, maybe she's hiding something. She probably knows more about the house than she's admitting.
I should get going. Talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy!
Okay, I mean, I could have asked these two for a clue, but let's take a look. It's 11:30. How about we actually do hide in there and wait? Maybe something does happen.
Listen, my child, to this story of dreams.
What is that? Oh, it's the picture. You can actually look through. Okay, interesting. Okay. Closed. Open. Oh. There he is.
Louis is up to something.
He's stealing a book.
Aha! That's it!
Louis, are you in there?
I'll be right there.
He's hiding something in his briefcase.
Mm-hmm. So we know the combination. Briefcase. Okay, so on the left side, it is and on the right it is 4, 6, 4, 8, 6, 8. Through Our Own Voices, an oral history of Chinese immigrants in California.
Gumbo Fu? What's that?
My name is Wing Tang. When I was just 19, I worked as a grader on the Transcontinental Railroad and saw the two great railroads meet at the Golden Spike. I came back to San Francisco in 1871 and worked as a chef for Miss Applegate. So Lizzie Applegate had a... She had 2 hotels. The Hotel Chinois and then the Hotel Golden Gardenia, which is where we are at the moment. And she had a chef named Wing Tang. Which we called Gumbo Fu. Gumbo Fu. I remember the great earthquake and how it shook the tall buildings like stalks of rice. The great fire destroyed so many buildings and people. Okay. Okay. Victorian antiques. Hidden Treasure in Our Homes by John Orriman. Mr. Orriman is an expert in the colonial history of California. He will give a seminar on treasure hunting techniques at the upcoming Fortune Hunter Expo in San Jose later this year. I have consulted and worked on the restoration of hundreds of California homesteads, ranches, haciendas, and mansions dating as far back as the 18th century and have always found some sort of hidden treasure. Some are quite ordinary, a stash of old tiles, a secret compartment filled with keepsakes, but others have proved to be quite extraordinary. My recent work at Los Arboles, a ranch in Santa Frida, uncovered $20,000 in gold bullion, that had been hidden away during the Spanish-American War. Over the many years of my research and findings, I have developed a systematic approach to determine which habitations are prime candidates for hiding a secret treasure. He's not an antiques dealer. I'm afraid he's a liar. Dear sir, I represent a client who would like to sell their collection of post-Civil War gold bullion. My client wishes to remain anonymous during all business transactions, and I am having difficulty determining the nature of their collection. From what I can gather, my client possesses approximately $50,000 in uncirculated bank standard gold coins dated 1870 and 1880. These would have been issued by one of the 5 major banks that were located in California at the time. Please contact me at your convenience. I am available during the mornings and evenings. Respectfully, Louise Chandler. Okay. So you can't take the discs, okay. The floppy disks. Okay. So in 1888, this house was the Golden Gardenia Hotel. This is which was owned by Lizzie Applegate, and she had a chef named Wing Tang. Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Do you know what gumbo foo means?
No, not that I can remember.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Thanks for your help.
Hi, Nancy. What's up?
Had you come across any hidden passageways down here?
You mean like a trapdoor leading to a room with skeletons or something? No, I haven't.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of someone named Valdez?
I've heard of a Diego Valdez. He was a wealthy rancher who lived in the 1800s. Yeah, I just read a book on him for my history class.
Did he have any children?
No, he was sort of a hermit and never married. But he was extremely generous. He gave away thousands of dollars.
I'll let you get back to your renovation.
Thanks.
No, it's 2:30, okay. San Francisco's Bed and Breakfast Boom by Sandy Ward, Special Reporter, Sunset, San Francisco. The Bay Area has experienced an increase in the number of registered bed and breakfasts, according to Betsy Hamilton, director of the B&B Association of San Francisco. More and more travelers who visit our city are seeking a more personal lodging experience. The Bay Area has many alternative accommodations in addition to traditional hotels. But with the increased interest in B&Bs comes increased competition. We have actually seen decline in business over the last couple of years, says Roderick J.H. Thorison, owner of the Old Time Lodgings in Pacific Heights. Nearly everyone with a Victorian-style home seems to have jumped on the bandwagon. Many B&Bs are marketed toward a specific clientele or offer different amenities to beat the competition. Janie Crisson of Dark Shadows Inn offers her clients a mystery dinner show. It's extremely popular and profitable when the B&B distinguishes itself from the rest of the pack, she says. Hotels that have some historical importance or even a legend attached to them are definitely the most popular. Well, okay. I think I'm going to take a break for now. And we'll pick this up another time.